Scatter music.
What's going on, SMG? We got SMG up in the fucking building.
What's going on, man?
How you doing today?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling blessed to be here.
What you got going on today?
Actually, it's a lot going on right now. I actually got done doing a play. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about more than music. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just got done doing that. Me and Spill 716 actually got a new single dropping this month on the 21st. So definitely, stay tuned for that. That's definitely gonna be a banger. It's called Where I'm From. You can catch that on all platforms at SMG or Self-Made Gunner. Self-Made Gunner. You can catch me on all platforms and Instagram at SMG_716. So man, definitely making moves with that.
Hell yeah.
So
you got any events coming up too?
yes, sir. It's another one. May 19th, actually. May 19th. That's going to be my first event, actually. It's called Self-Made Family, the Family Tie Showcase.
Okay.
Hosted by Spill 716 and DJ Ben Dana Black. So that's gonna be something. It's 8 artists, 3 producers. So it's gonna be something crazy, man.
Yeah.
So hopefully, they pop out for that.
Yeah.
That joint gonna be at 43 Tupper, so it's gonna be a movie.
That sounds fire. Now, what do you think your biggest motive? Well, let's get into it. So you're not only a musician, you're also a clothing designer.
Yes, sir. Beware Apparel. That's actually taking off. I'm actually opening up a store for that. Online store actually.
Okay.
So yes, sir. So that's actually gonna be lit. That should be coming, dropping within hopefully by the end of this month. You can catch that at bewareapparel.com. Once again, bewareapparel.com. It's gonna have all the flyers, all the flyers, apparel, hoodies, custom shirts, hats, socks. Yeah, I'm selling socks too. So man, I feel like it's about more than music, man. You gotta be able to brand yourself. If you can't brand yourself, then you losing. Like, you can't just be a rapper. I can't be out here and be like, oh yeah, I'm just a rapper. What good if that's gonna get me? If all I'm doing is music, I'm not branding myself, like far as putting myself out there, far as, the other entertainment, far as like for me, it was a play. Shit, I didn't plan for that. That's not something I was into. When I first got approached by the situation, it was supposed to be a movie. I didn't learn it was a play until a month in, but I was like, yo, fuck it, I'm not gonna quit just because, shit ain't going my way. You gotta stick through shit. Basically what I'm saying, don't give up, If you stick through shit, then, results gonna happen.
Okay. So the play that you was in, like it already was finished?
Yeah, it just happened, actually. It just happened, I want to say it was 2 weeks ago Friday. Yeah, it just happened about 2 weeks ago.
How long did it run for? Only a day?
It was a day. It was a one-day play. They actually called us back for a recall. But me personally, I'm not gonna lie, I was interested, in music. I felt like I ventured that, I conquered that, and now it's time for me to move on to something else. Not saying that I'm opposed to doing it again, but right now I feel like I gotta venture off to something else.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with venture off to something else, because if you put all your eggs in one basket, then I ain't gonna say you're gonna lose, but you got less chances of winning. You know, the odds is against you.
Yeah, you don't see no big ass businessmen with just one business.
Nah.
They got multiple businesses.
Oh yeah. You can't be afraid to venture off, you know what I mean, do something out of your element. I mean, that's how you learn different things.
Did you do you feel like you learned anything from it?
I feel like I learned a lot. I learned patience for one. It take patience to get 15 people with 15 cast members. To get 15 people on one page to show up every Thursday to have the same dedication and same drive. Like it takes a lot, to have that done. And it, got put to work. And it was incredible, once you actually see the outcome of it.
Yeah. Okay. How many weeks did you prepare for it?
Well, I kind of got brought into the cast. I'm not gonna say late, but I want to say it was about 4 weeks into production already. So I had about 4 months to prepare. About 4 months. So I mean, I had a little bit of time,
Yeah.
I had a little bit of time, rehearsal once a week. So.
Like you said, every Thursday.
Yeah, every Thursday. You got to be dedicated to that.
Yeah.
Especially, I also have a 9 to 5, so I wake up at 3:30 in the morning. Got to be to work by 4 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I got to be to work by 3 o'clock in the morning, so I got to wake up at 1:30 in the morning. Like it's crazy. My schedule is crazy. Get off of that at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Go home, probably do try to work on some music. I'm literally falling asleep at the computer, literally, like trying to get work done. Like it's a grind. This is something that you gotta love, yeah, man.
Yeah.
If you don't love it, excuse the language, but get the fuck out. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. It ain't for you.
That's facts.
For real. If you ain't got that.
People like to bitch and complain and then just sit at home and not do shit.
I tell people, I'm not very religious. I believe in, God, the devil, and everything like that. But I believe that if you ask God for some shit, he'll help you out with it. I'm not going to say he going to bless you with it. You got to be able to give him something to bless. Yeah,
I feel like he does it in different ways.
Exactly.
Not the way that you, exactly how you want it, but he gives it to you and people don't see it.
Yeah, because people looking for bigger pictures. They don't understand the steps that it take. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's shit. It's levels to this shit. There's really levels to it. Like, you just can't jump out and be like, oh, yeah, I don't become an artist today.
Yeah.
And then think shit that's going to, get handed down to you. Like, shit take time.
Yeah.
Shit definitely take time. Don't get me wrong. If you got the right connects or something like that, maybe. But if you really out here doing this shit, like grinding for this shit, oh, yeah, this shit takes time.
Yeah. Just ask Griselda.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers took years to get up where they're at.
Hell yeah.
Shit is wild.
Like, me personally, I've been doing this, like, I've been around music most of my life. I actually started being serious with it just last year. So now I'm basically a year into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know shit take time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been fortunate, don't get me wrong, like, I didn't open up for Busy Bone. I done had features by, I got a feature right now coming by Red Eye. Like I'm fortunate. Don't get me wrong. I got a good team around me, a solid team. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got a solid team that's gonna tell me that they ain't gonna let me give up. You know what I mean? They gonna tell me like, yo, right. Stop fucking playing with it. Like, yo, let's lock in. When we lock in, we lock in for hours. We don't play around with this shit. We not leaving until at least a song or two is done. 3 songs is done. Like, when we lock in. So, man, brings you back to that just the motivation thing.
Like you said that you listen, like you grew up with music.
Yeah.
What was the
influence around it? Like, tell you the truth, my mother, she used to have these parties back in the day. As you know, 90s kid, like I was born in 1990. But long story short, My mother used to have these parties, invite all the family members and all that over. My cousins used to come over. They older than me, they in their 40s now. But long story short, they used to do their thing. They used to rap a little bit. I used to catch them inside the kitchen, inside the cipher and everything. I discovered it. I'm like, what the fuck is that? My mother like, yo, get out the kitchen, go back to your room. I'm like, fucking all right. But, as a kid, you nosy as hell. So I'm like, shit, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom trying to listen, being in a cipher. My brother like, yo, get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't old enough for this, that, and the third. I'm like, all right, whatever. But long story short, that's where like my love and, my passion for music stemmed from, just watching them and understanding the culture behind it. Cause it's more than just music. Hip hop is a language, it's a culture. It's the way you walk, it's the way you talk, the way you dress, It's
Facts.
not just words behind it.
Yeah, no. You just can't speak it. You gotta be about it.
You gotta live it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people that think you can turn this shit on, turn this shit off. Nah, it ain't like that.
She needs a light.
Yes, sir.
How was it growing up in Buffalo for you?
Growing up from Buffalo, for me, it was, I'm not gonna say, it was rough, because everybody got, probably a fucked up history. It could have been worse. But basically what happened with me was I was born in Buffalo, stayed here till I was about 5, 6. My father, he actually hustled. What happened was he ended up getting caught up with the plug, so we ended up having to leave Buffalo. Left Buffalo, we landed inside Ripley, Tennessee. Stayed in Ripley, Tennessee for about, I want to say, probably about a year or two. Stayed at my grandmother's house. Basically, one day, some wild shit happened. Hot ass summer day. You're down to now. Understand this. You inside Ripley, Tennessee. Ripley, Tennessee is hotter than a motherfucker. It's about 90 something inside the summer. Maybe you get up to like 100. Anyways, middle of the summer. I goes inside the freezer, grab a freezy pop out of the freezer, go outside. My grandmother called me inside the house probably about 10, 15 minutes later. Called me inside the house. I come inside the house. She was like, yo, did you go inside my freezer and take a freezy pop? I'm like, yeah, it was hot. She like, go inside the living room. I'm like, okay. Went inside the living room. She brought back an extension cord. This is the first time I ever got my ass whooped with an extension cord. Now, mind you, by this time, I'm about 6, maybe 7. But anyways, that shit happened. She beat my ass with the extension cord. My mother and my father got into it about that shit. She wasn't having that shit. So she like, yo, we need to get our own spot. So we ended up moving to another part of Tennessee. I don't even know what the fuck part this was. Literally, my nigga, we was on a farm, bro. Like, you looked out the motherfucking window, you seen horses and cows and shit. Like, shit was crazy, yo. Shit was crazy, bro.
I'm trying to be there.
Bro, the house was fucked up, my nigga. Like, I don't even know, I can't even remember exactly, bro, but I don't even think this shit had electricity. Like, it's like an old slave house, my nigga. But remind you, we had to get what the fuck we had to get, because, we was on the run, and we didn't really have no fucking money like that. You know what I mean? He living off of some shit that he already took from the plug, or, whatever the fuck he had left, and month-to-month checks, you know what I mean, from the government, so. Long story short, that shit happened. We stayed there inside that house for a few months, maybe a year.
Damn, a year with no electricity,
bro,
and shit?
damn near a year with no electricity. But anyways, my mother from that point on, she wasn't feeling that scene, so she was like, yo, fuck it. We got to make moves. Like, I don't know what the fuck you gonna do, whether you gonna stay here talking to my father, basically. So, we made moves from Tennessee to Cincinnati, Ohio. Got to Cincinnati, Ohio. We didn't really have a direct plan. We went to Cincinnati, Ohio because my mother, that's where she's from. But we didn't have a direct plan of where we gonna stay at and shit like that. We just knew we need to get the fuck out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
But long story short, got to Cincinnati. We ended up landing inside a fucking shelter. Stayed inside the shelter for about a month or two. Got our own spot in Covington, Kentucky, which is about
Hold on.
yeah.
I don't mean to stop you, boy.
Oh, no.
For the 2 months in the shelter, how was that?
So, bro, that shit is terrible.
Like
At this point, I'm 7. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I'm understanding,
7?
but
Yeah.
I'm understanding, but I'm not fully understanding. You know what I mean? But I'm understanding. I'm seeing shit. I'm recognizing shit. You know what I mean? Because shit, my parents, they didn't sugarcoat shit from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, long story short, like we in the shelter now. It's 5 of us. It's me, my brother,
That was
my
my next
sister.
question.
Yeah, me, my brother, my sister, and my mother and my father. You know what I mean, like, so shit was definitely tough, you know. But long story short, we decided to show the system for about a month or two. Shit was a little wild. My mother evidently she wasn't feeling that situation, so she like, yo, we got to get our own fucking spot once again. We ended up moving to Covington, Kentucky. Like, that's about 40 minutes, maybe a half hour away from Cincinnati. You could damn near walk it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But long story short, got there, shit was love. Like, as a kid, like, growing up down there, like...
So it's like basically, well, no, that's Midwest.
Yeah, it's definitely like...
But they got like a down south kind of feel.
Yeah, it's definitely like a down south kind of feel.
Yeah.
Down there, you want to hear nothing but Master P and what was it? Back then, it was Master P, 3-6 Mafia, shit like that. You know what I mean?
And that's another thing. So you was getting mad different. Like so, you went to Tennessee. So you were hearing. That's when you were hearing 3-6.
Mad different cultures.
Like mad different people there.
Mad different
But-
cultures, bro.
Paul Wall and shit.
Yeah,
Playing Jeezy.
all that shit. But Jeezy didn't come around till I was about to tell you a story. I got a feeling telling you a story, my brother.
Okay,
but they didn't
go
tell
ahead.
you till I got back to Buffalo. That's when Jeezy and them started coming out. But long story short, we got this Covington, Kentucky. Covington, Kentucky, she was feeling, she was kind of feeling that, she had family, my mother had family members out there, so she was feeling, she was understanding, she liked the environment. I mean, we stayed out there for about 3 years. And then my mother got a call, then my aunt, which is her sister, ended up passing. So she had to come back to Buffalo. So with that being understood, she came back to Buffalo. Once she got here, she went to go see the plug, actually. The plug that my father, ended up, fucking ripping off, or long story short, I guess she ended up talking to him or handling biz somehow, I was young at this point, so I'm not understanding the full story, but she ended up handling biz somehow and, dead in that situation. She went to the funeral, saw, her sister. After that, basically came back to where we at in Covington, Kentucky. Told us to pack our shit up and we was leaving. Like, she wasn't having that shit. So basically about a month into that shit, we ended up coming back. So we ended up coming back when I was about 9 years old, like 99. So, yeah.
It's a lot of fucking moving.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking moving, bro. A lot of fucking moving. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit was definitely, it was definitely kind of like, I ain't gonna say traumatizing, because like you don't learn to build friendships, you know what I mean? When you want to run. Like, you got to keep everything to yourself. So it was more of like, who the fuck do you trust at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I got back to Buffalo, it was more of like, it was kind of like a fresh air, but it was kind of like, now it was like, who the fuck do I trust? Like, nigga, I didn't have no friends like when I was growing up, you know what I mean? Because it was always, this state, this city, this state, this city. So it was like, yeah, nah, like, Now it's more of like it was survival mode. I mean, once I got back here, so basically, long story short, once I got back here, fast forward a few years, till when I was, let's say, sixth grade. Sixth grade. That's when I started getting a little more involved inside the culture. Inside, freestyles and, linking out with people who actually do music and things like that. You know, it was definitely a different environment for me. It was like, damn, maybe I can do something like this, or maybe I could, turn my life, or try to do some other shit, to what they doing.
Yeah.
Trying to follow them, basically. That's where I fucked up. I was a follower at that point because it was like I didn't know who to trust, But long story short, end up getting out with this friend. This friend named let's call him V. End up getting out with this friend named V. Long story short, that was my man. At least I thought that was my man. Now I'm about 14. I think like 13, 14, something like that. Long story short, we up at Avenues one day, cooling. We up there talking, vibing and everything. He was like, yo, they go a bitch right there. I think I know. We probably gonna, be able to get out with her. Probably go smoke right around and shit. At that point, you already know, you 13 years old. You evolved with your friends. You out here doing dumb shit. So for me, it was more of like, okay, shit, fuck it, why not? Like, I'm on bike right now, so it don't even fucking matter. She in the car. So anyways, he went to go talk to her. Somebody pulled up, hopped out the car, went over to her car. He hopped out, came over to me, hopped on the bike. He was like, yo, we out of here. I'm like, all right, whatever. So we ended up leaving, getting like a block away. He pull up on us. Now the same dude, like I said, the same dude who pulled up on her, he ended up pulling up on us now, like a block away. Pulled up on us. He was like, yo. He's like, yo, what's good? He was like, yo, what y'all bitch ass niggas say? I'm like, yo, first of all, I didn't say a motherfucker thing, but if I said something that I would have said right now. Long story short, he's like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna see y'all bitch ass niggas. All right, whatever. Long story short, that shit had me a little hot. So we kind of, stood outside for a second after that shit happened, because that shit had me kind of distraught. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, it was an odd ass situation. But long story short, we ended up running into some of my other peoples. Some of my other peoples ended up walking up the street after that situation happened. So I told them about the situation. Now, remind you, I'm only 13, 14 years old. So at this point, I don't give a fuck. And then I was already involved with other shit. So at that point, I didn't really give a fuck. I didn't have no hope for the future. I didn't see no hope for the future. You know what I mean? So long story short, seeing my peoples, I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? This bitch has niggas up in Avenue, you know what I mean? He's up there talking shit, nigga that pulled up on us, this, that, and the third. My man like, yo, fuck it, I got the strap right now, let's go up there. I'm like, fuck it, we back up there. So we goes back up there. We goes back up there deep as hell. Once we get up there, he see us. He runs from her car, because he is inside her car, he hop back in her shit. He runs for her car, hop back in his shit, hit reverse. I don't know if you remember Avenue, Gary Lee on Broadway. Back in the day, they used to have cement flower pots. But anyways, long story short, he backed up hit one of them motherfuckers, pulled out. Long story short, he left, the shit bounced out. Now we laughing and joking about this shit. We like, ha 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 ha, you know what I mean? Like, basically, celebrating about this shit, you know what I mean? We all split up. Me and my man ended up going back to his house. He like, yo, I need some bogeys, my nigga. I'm like, fuck it, let's go around the corner, go holler at my man. He sell bogeys. So we goes around the corner, holler at my man. Once we get around there, I start politicking with my man right there on the corner and shit. Long story short, we see a van start creeping up. I'm like, what the fuck? My man like, yo, ain't that the same nigga from Avenue? Ain't that the same joint from Avenue? I'm like, yeah, that's the same joint. Long story short, he creeped up on us. And he was like, yo, ain't y'all the bitch ass niggas from Avenue? I'm like, yeah, what's poppin'? So he hops out. When he hop out, like, I'm about to square up with him. Now, remind you, I'm a kid. You know what I mean? I'm fucking 13, 14. He, at this point, I think he was 30 years old, 32 years old. Long story short, he hop out, fucking, I'm about to square up with him. Fucking, as soon as I square it up, I see him reaching from the back. I already know what that is. Nigga, I'm from the hood. I know what it is. I ain't strapped. So I'm like, fuck, all right. Nigga, I turned around. Tried to run, hop on my bike. Boom, hop on the bike, get like a block away. Nigga hit me a block away, son. I'm like, yo. After that, I gets up. Fucking gets up. Now remind you, I'm on a bike, so this shit flipped me. I got hit with a 4 or 5, you know what I mean? So this shit flipped me over the handlebars. Once it flipped me over the handlebars, my motherfucking shoulder is like this, like in front of me, bro. I pushed this shit back, holding my shit, running half a block down to my man. I'm coughing up blood at this point. Like, I think I'm about to die. I'm watching, I seen movies and shit. I'm like coughing up blood. I'm like, bro, I think I'm about to fucking die. But long story short, I get to my man building. I'm like, bro, yo, I'm fucking hit, my nigga. I'm like, call the fucking ambulance, my nigga. All I could think is like, I'm once I see this nigga, it's on. You know what I mean? That's all I'm thinking. Like, my adrenaline rushing so fucking much. I'm not even really like realizing that fucking blood is just squirting out my back and shit. But long story short, my man like, yo, sit the fuck down, you know what I mean? Basically laid out in the ambulance on his way. Long story short, bro, tell me why the motherfucker boys showed up before the ambulance. And then the boys show up questioning me like, yo, what happened? Where you at? Who this? Who is that? I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know shit. Just get me to the motherfucking hospital. I'm like, how dare y'all send the motherfucking cops before y'all send the ambulance, man? Like, I'm about to die on this motherfucker. But yeah, bro, that was definitely a life-changing event for me, bro. Basically from there on, that's when I realized I'm not Superman, you know what I mean? So at that point, you know, I tried to focus more on different things, you know, other than the streets, you know. Like, I tried to, you know, weigh myself away from that, you know. I tried to start working on, you know, music and things like that. Tried to, you know, make my own lane, you know, instead of following different people. So yeah, growing up, man, was definitely an experience here in Buffalo, and you know, just for me. And then at that point, remind you too, that's another thing I skipped past. Remind you, I lost my mother when I was 13 years old. You know what I mean?
So that was right after you got shot?
Yeah, I got shot at like 14. Okay. So as soon as I lost my mother, basically I got shot like a year or two down the line. Got shot a year or two down the line. My father.
Losing your mom was like.
Losing my mom was definitely, it was impactful, bro, because it was more of like, now it's like, what the fuck do I do? Like, my father, he was around, yeah, but my father was also, he was an addict, bro. He, you know, he smoked, he did his thing, my nigga. You know what I mean? I can't blame him, you know what I mean? He was born inside the 50s. So back in that area, you know, smoking work was, that shit was normal for them, you know. Coke was normal for them. So I couldn't blame him for that. But that shit was definitely very eventful, man. Once I lost my mother, that was mainly, it hit hard for me because then it's like, now I got to step up to be the man, you know what I mean? Just because the man that's supposed to be the man can't fully be a man because he's not, I ain't gonna say he's not capable, but he's not fully understanding because the shit that he putting himself through, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like the demons that he struggled with.
That's crazy, man.
So, yeah, at that point. I
appreciate you sharing that, though.
Oh, yeah, no problem, my brother.
Yeah, because that's a crazy-ass story, and that's a crazy-ass situation for a child to have to go through. And then to get shot, like, it's not, like, in Buffalo, it don't seem like it don't shock people to hear that a 30-year-old shot a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Which is wild. Wild to know that in Buffalo, New York, that it's a known thing that happens. I was in Rochester, and I watched. He was like 20 something, and the kid was like 12, 13, and dude was shooting at him because he went for his phone.
Yeah,
And the dude was
that's-
just picking up his phone to give it to him.
It's bugged out, bro. Once you start playing this, that's what I tell people. Once you start playing this street life, bro, like, understand the consequences that come with it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not just, you can't turn this shit on and off. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
you in it, you in it. You know what I mean? But as a man, like, my advice is don't get into this shit. You know, don't follow nobody else. You know, be your own man. Just, if music is your thing, do music. You know, if cleaning is your thing, go get a cleaning business. You know, go find yourself something to do. Like, don't be out here playing the streets. The streets ain't got shit for you. You know what I mean?
That's fact.
They ain't got a damn thing for you. Them shit's gonna be there when you gone. There's there before you. Like, shit ain't nothing
after.
there for you. Yeah, for real. And after. Ain't shit going, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing out here.
there.
Ain't shit there, man.
Nah.
And then, like, for me, the streets was fucked up too, because, like I told you, getting back in that situation, getting back into that story, my growing up story, like I told you, my father was a smoker. So, imagine selling your father the same shit he got to get high with in order to make your rent. Just because you know, if you don't, he gonna go spend it with somebody else, and we not gonna be able to make rent this month. So this is situations that I had to come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I put myself in the position. Well, I didn't put myself in the position that I was in the position of taking. That's because I had to. You know what I mean? Like, shit is deep, bro.
That's fact.
Like, shit is deep.
And I mean, so damn, that shit is. It's like damn, wrap your head around like having to do shit like that.
You got to. And
Like shit. Like I thought, like my childhood was bad. Like growing up with a dad that was sick the whole time, and like I had to wipe my dad's ass, and then get my ass beat by the same person after you just wiped his ass and did everything for him for no fucking reasons. Like just beat the fuck out of me. But for what?
Yeah.
But then like growing, like getting past it, and like growing up, it's like, damn, he was fucked up in his head because, like, damn, my kids gotta wipe my ass.
Yeah.
I got nobody to take it out on. Let's take it on the weakest link, the one that's just like the nicest one. Like, let's just take it out on him.
See,
and then like he apologized for that shit. Like when I was older, but that shit was like it affected me. Like, and it still does, because it's like, fuck, I wish I had a better relationship with you when I was younger instead of just having a good relationship 2 years before you died. It's like, what the fuck? And then, like, it's like, yo, damn, what can I do as a father to not affect my kids negatively like my dad did? Like, so I'm like, stepping on eggshells type shit. Like, to make sure that I don't fuck up.
Bro, don't get me wrong. It was the same thing. It was kind of like that with me. Like, that's like I just told you. It was kind of like that with me. But it was more of like, it's a different situation. Instead of, getting my ass beat all the time, it was more of like a mental pain or like, I mean, like, what the fuck? Like, I know he fucking up, you know what I mean? I know I'm fucking up by giving him the shit that he fucking up with. But it's like, if I don't do this, would I make my bills? You know what I mean? Like, like, how the fuck would we have somewhere to stay at?
Yeah, where
like,
your brothers and sisters gonna be.
Yeah. Well, at this point, my brother, he moved, because he a little older than me, you know what I mean? My brother moved, my sister moved, she got married, she moved. So it was only me and him inside the house, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I got to hustle to make rent, to try to make rent, because fucking, he ain't gonna do it, he was fucking up. So what the fuck, how the fuck am I gonna survive? How the fuck is he gonna survive? So, long story short, he used to have I ain't gonna say parties, but he used to have his friends come up, you know how fiends is. They had their friends come up and smoke. I'm like, shit, I can make money off all these motherfuckers, for real, for real. I can sit right here in my house and fucking create a gold mine. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry to say it, but I had to do what the fuck I had to do at this point.
And you got to grow up fucking fast as fuck.
Bro, I had my own house by the time I was 17. 17 years old. I had to. You know what I mean? I was moving house to house by the time I was fucking, I want to say 15. I was moving house to house. I was moving from a female house, basically different females. That's exactly what it was. It's different females. Probably stayed with one of my mans, a week or so like that. Like, it was just different things like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, so I was finally like, I'm done with it. And then, I stayed with my aunt and my sister for a little second. I stayed with my brother for about a year and a half, 2 years. But that's basically when I said, fuck it. I got tired of, moving house to house and shit like that. I was like, yo, I hit my brother up. At this point, he married, so he like, yo, I can't have you, running in and out and doing the shit that you do. I'm like, yo, bro, I got you, man. So basically, I moved in with him, started focusing up, tried to go back to school. That shit really ain't work out too good. After that, after I got done, basically, living with my brother for about 2 years, like I said, I tried to go back to school. And then got my first job, actually, at like 18 years old. Because I got tired of fucking, trying to hustle this or hustle that,
Yeah.
Fucking, it comes a point in your life where it's like, yo, some shit got to change. You got to turn that page inside your life, you know what I mean? But long story short, got a job. Fucking, I remember I was earning $7.50 an hour at pizza plant on transit, bro. Fucking, I had to get off the bus at the fucking at the mall on transit. It was like a mile walk, bro. Shit was dedication. I ain't gonna lie, shit took dedication.
Still there, right?
Hell yeah. But anyways, that shit got closed down. That shit ain't there no more. But pizza plant.
Nah,
yeah.
they still open.
They on transit?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
There's a pizza plant on transit and one downtown.
I knew about the one downtown.
Yeah,
but that shit fire.
Maybe the ones on transit closed. I'm not too sure, but next to Santora's and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I was a dishwasher for them. $7.50, man. That was my first job ever.
I remember those days. My first job was at Wayside on fucking South Park.
How was that shit?
Dishwasher.
Oh, okay.
That shit was wild, bro. Because on Sundays, that place was the whole morning, all day.
Man.
Packed, bro.
Bro, that shit is horrible. Dishwashing is fucking horrible. Don't get me wrong. It's a job, man. Nowadays, though, you getting paid like $20, you know what I mean? Do dishwashing. I'm like, shit, throw me in the kitchen.
Yo, and they got those fucking machines like...
Hell yeah. Yeah. It ain't like how when we used to wash dishes. Shit is advanced now. But yeah, man. After that, basically, I got my own spot. I ended up living with a female. Me and her together for a little bit. Long story short, got that toxic shit out of my life. And then shit started working on me, man. When I say working on me, I started putting more pressure towards like, my music and, trying to figure out like ins and outs and backgrounds of like different things or like businesses and branding and things like that. And basically, it'll bring me to now, a year ago. Actually, I want to say it was 420. I dropped my first single. That was Conversations.
So you're going to drop another one on 420?
421 this year.
421.
421.
I like that.
Keeping it going. But yeah, man, I'm blessed to be here. I got a solid team around me, man. Like Spill 716, he definitely, definitely a brother that
He's a good man right there.
Yeah, he definitely support me all the way. He type of brother like, yo, bro, let's lock in tonight. I'm like, I don't feel like. He like, I don't give a fuck. What you mean? You know, we gonna get this shit done. Like, all right, bruh. But
You seem like the type of person that just be bored at home. Like, I feel like making music right now. Yeah, we gonna call everyone up and make some music. That's what we're gonna do right now.
That's exactly what we do. I ain't gonna lie, it'd be nights, like I said, it'd be sleepless nights. Some nights I fall asleep at the computer. I'll be literally sitting there. He be like, yo, bro, stop it. I'm like, all right, I got you. Give me a second. Like,
Yo, I know how that be.
You gotta
I'll
be
be fucking waking up fucking straight to make chocolate, then go to work, then come to the podcast, then get home, wake up and do it again. Just be like, yo, I need a break. But there's no breaks.
There's no fucking
No
breaks.
days off.
No breaks.
Yeah.
I feel like if you take a break, you taking a break away from from your progress. You know
I feel like
the
when I
progress that you
ever
took.
take a break, I feel like I took 3 weeks off.
That's what it is.
One day feel like
and you
3
feel
weeks.
bad, right?
Yeah.
That's how I always feel bad. Every time I take a day off, I feel bad. Only time I try to take a day, I may try to take a day off for like the family or something like that. But even then, like, you kind of feel bad because you like, fuck, I could have been, I could have been doing this or I could have been doing that. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up. It's hard to find a balance. That's what I'm actually trying to do right now. I'm in between trying to find a balance between work, home, and my career. Like, it's hard.
Yeah,
Like, it's definitely hard. Especially if you at work 12 hours a day. It's only 24 hours inside a day. So I'm at work half of the day. I come home. I try to spend time, with the wife or whatever, and try to spend at least 2 or 3 hours there. So now you got to understand you just spent 14 hours. Let's say 15 hours because you added travel time. So now,
that sucks.
Yeah. So now you down to what? You down to 9 hours or something like that? Yeah, 15 hours. Yeah, you down to 9 hours. So now, it ain't ready for sleep. Now you trying to lock in. I mean, you got to go to the studio. You trying to at least do an hour or two. Okay, so now that knocks it down to about 6 hours. Now you got to travel back. If your studio ain't in your house, you got to travel back to your house. So that knocked down another hour. Now you down to about 5 hours. Let's say that. So now you trying to go to sleep.
Hold on. You got shit, shower, and shave.
There you go. That's another hour. Now you trying to roll up. You down to like 3
1 hour.
You down to like 2 or 3 hours of sleep.
For me, it's one right there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how I be feeling. I be working while I'm sleeping. I don't know how. I be waking up with ideas.
I don't sleep. I take cat naps.
Yeah.
I take naps.
Waking up. I be waking up with ideas like, where the fuck that shit come from?
I once heard.
No, write that shit down.
Right. I once heard. I don't know how true it is. Me personally, I feel like it's true as fuck. If you sleep 8 hours of the day, you sleeping a quarter of your lifetime away.
No, that's true as fuck. Because think about it. Like you just said, there's 24 hours in a day.
Yep.
8 hours of that
is a quarter. Yep. So you sleeping every day. That's a quarter of your motherfucking day.
Yeah. And an average, people sleep a quarter. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm good with my 4 or 5 hours.
It's all about that drive.
I got that 4 or 5 hours. I'm good.
Yeah. It's all about that drive and understand what you're doing it for. I mean, you got to understand what you're doing it for. If you don't understand that, then that's where you're losing that. I mean, that's where you're going to lose your head.
You can't just be doing it just to do it. You can't be doing it for the bread.
Right, doing it to party or doing it just for the bread. If you're not doing this shit for a drive, for a goal, to actually, understand the outing or understand, like, it's better days than this, then you fucking losing. You know what I mean? You fucking losing.
That's facts. This is a beautiful fucking morning, bro. This is a wake and bake for the fucking gods right here.
Nah, hell yeah.
I can't wait for this fucking nicer weather to come in. I mean, it's coming, but I need to be hot outside, bro.
I can't wait for the nicer weather, but it's sad to say, man, Buffalo got a dark cloud over it. once the temperature rise, blood pressure starting to rise. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People
We gotta
start
find a way to stop that shit, man. But it seemed like someone was saying, one of my cousins was saying it yesterday, like the West is fucking way worse than the East right now. What y'all think?
What was the question?
Do you think the West side or the East side is worse right now?
I think Buffalo as a whole is fucking.
I mean,
Buffalo's the only.
I don't know. I don't really live on the east, so I can't really tell you.
What?
And
So-
I don't really live on the west anymore, so I
Nah.
can't really tell you.
Buffalo is one of the cities that the whole fucking city is a gang. Literally, you could go down any street, guarantee you somebody is linked up with somebody. Guarantee you,
Yeah.
the whole fucking city is a hub.
That's facts.
The whole city.
Yo, South Buffalo went straight hood as fuck. Like you go to South Buffalo and you'd be like, yo, when I first moved down to South Buffalo, I was the first Hispanic family on my street, bro. That shit was wild.
And they probably looked at you like, yo, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
We so segregated, bro.
Yeah, we the
Buffalo
most
is fuck-
segregated
yeah.
city, but now it's like you can't tell that we the most segregated city.
Yeah, you can't tell, but we still are though.
And now they're trying to redo it. If you look at the rent prices, shit is retarded.
But my thing is, I told people this back in the day. What they're going to do here in Buffalo is like turn the city inside out. What I mean by that, they gonna build all these condos and everything inside the city, right? Drive all the rent up, correct? And now all the rent is up. Can't nobody really afford these fucking prices. And now what they gonna do is they gonna push everybody out. Everybody else go disperse to all the outskirts, Amherst, fucking Kenmore, everywhere where we thought,
Batavia.
everywhere where we thought that was cool back in the day, just because, oh yeah, damn, we trying to get to the suburbs. They like, oh yeah, we about to let you motherfuckers have the suburbs. We about to build this city up, and then y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to afford it. So now y'all got to stay out here. All the good jobs and stuff is gonna be right here within the city. We not gonna have to travel nowhere. But y'all motherfuckers gonna have to come within the outskirts to come to work.
It's gonna take long bus rides.
Nah. But it's just
Cause like yo, if you look, Batavia's rent
cheap as hell now.
cheap as fuck. Lockport, cheap
Cheap?
as fuck. A Lockport bus ride, you gonna be on that bus
Moaning
for a
motherfucker.
minute if you want to get to the Galleria.
Yeah.
This shit is gonna be and that's why I'm glad I'm fucking good, cause I've been looking at these nice ass fucking apartments in like South Buffalo and shit.
Yeah. Like I said, this shit is like reverse. It's almost like reverse psychology. Like, yeah, we gonna give you motherfuckers, we gonna show y'all this. But yeah, we doing this over here.
Yeah.
We gonna show y'all these suburbs. We gonna let y'all have these motherfuckers.
But we
you know
over
what I
here
mean?
on the drawing
Yeah,
board.
we over here on the
all
drawing. Yeah.
these up. Like, yeah, we give you these. Move the Lancaster and the Pew. We want you there.
That's exactly what it is.
Go to Kenmore. Go to
Yeah.
Amherst.
We can kill each other out there.
Yep.
There's really going to be no police out there. Because the police are going to cover, the police are going to secure the inner city. But the inner city is going to be making
That way, Buffalo.
You know what I mean? So we continue doing whatever we want out there. But this little part right here, you know, is, you can't touch it.
Yeah.
It's like Philadelphia's like that. My cities are like that. All the hoods are on
Yeah.
the outskirts.
They're like, put them in the
City's real nice and pretty.
Yeah, put them in the outskirts. That way, we ain't got to worry about them. They can kill each other out there, throw each other in the woods and shit. Like, what the fuck you think gonna happen out there?
Shit's crazy. I love it though.
Yeah, I love fucking Buffalo. Buffalo is.
I just hate the fucking cold, man. I just can't wait for the warm to come. We need to switch. I keep saying this on the podcast. We need to switch weather with fucking the nice weather. I don't want no tornadoes, no nothing. The nice weather with fucking Florida. I'll take
Bro.
more rain and fucking heat.
I definitely take Florida weather minus the hurricanes and shit like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
the
yeah.
earthquakes. Yeah, I mean,
Yo,
and
where-
and minus the snakes and the alligators. I hate fucking reptiles, bro. I'm terrified of snakes.
I mean, yeah. I just don't want no fucking ones that gonna fucking kill me.
Oh yeah. Oh no, and they got those.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
got those slithering around.
But I be going there catching the lizards and shit.
Oh yeah, in Florida.
Yeah.
They got lizards everywhere. Like literally, you stay in Florida, they jumping all over the
Yeah,
fucking
there's
windows and everything.
I think they have like I don't even let me see. Yo, I'm gonna need some like the producer to have like a little computer that pulls things up like Joe Rogan. So that yeah, so they can tell me like, hey, yeah, it's this many. How
That'd be
many
fire.
invasive reptiles are in Florida? 64.
64,000.
No, 64 non-native species of reptiles and amphibians known to occur in Florida.
Oh, so
Like
they got some shit you ain't even heard of.
snakes.
Yeah.
They got big ass boa constrictors. People let their snake out because they could survive there and they don't want to take care of them no more. And then they fucking reproduce and fucking have mad babies.
Yeah, and they get big as fuck.
So they get paid to kill them. What else? Iguanas. We got hella iguanas. Tokay geckos are invasive there.
What about alligators? I know they got mad at those that's fucking just rolling around the swamps.
Yeah, but they're not invasive. They're
Oh,
from
okay.
there and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the invasive shits be fucking up the ecosystem and
Yeah.
shit. That's why they're invasive. Like we have invasive species in fucking Lake Erie. It's like a goby, some fish. It's called like a goby, and that shit fucks up the fucking
Like the system, like the water system.
the
Yes.
fish and shit.
And the wild thing is, we know about that. And do you know sometimes, like, if I'm not mistaken, we dump fish in there, like, for fishing games and shit like that. Like,
I mean, yeah. So you're talking about they fill the lake with
Yeah,
fish,
yeah.
But when they do that, it's with fish that are from
like from
Yeah.
around. Okay.
like
But-
that would come in from the streams and everything like that.
So how the fuck did we get those, the fishes you was just talking about?
Someone brought that in and threw it in there.
Oh, and them shits that reproduce.
Yep.
Shit happens, man. That shit crazy.
Yo, that's
I know you heard about the alligator that got found in New York City.
Did you hear about the one they found in Clarence?
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
Yo, you know what else? You ever see that like you driving and like you passing like a viaduct, so like the bridge with the train.
Yeah.
Like right over here on South Division, like my old house, that shit, there's like a field next to it. And it's got all that fucking knotweed that be growing and you could pop it and it look like bamboo. That's invasive too. That's called Japanese knotweed.
Wow.
That shit, someone planted that, one person planted that in their backyard here. And it has gone throughout
Wow.
Buffalo. So the way they're combating that is with goats. They got goats come eat that shit and it won't grow back because the goat eats it down so far. Or some shit like that. Some lady was telling me. I went to the foot of Smith, and they had like 10, 12, maybe more goats just in there fucking eating, and they were just clearing out a fucking area, and they said that 10 to 15 goats can clear a whole area, one whole area, like say it's from where the pool table is to us, in fucking one day, cleared like to the ground, like everything gone. They eating all that.
Wow. That's deep.
Yeah, that shit
I
is
just-
fire. So
hell yeah.
if you ever see like the trailer and it has goats on it, and you see a fence, that's what the goats is doing. They eating all that Chinese knotweed. Shit is fire. I was like, yo, that's a great idea. And they got like a thing with the city of Buffalo so that the goats are going to eat all that fucking shit.
So I was just about to say, so they don't even need nothing like, they don't even need like no machine to come gravel that shit
no,
down.
because a machine won't do it, yo. So I live right over here, yo. As a kid, we used to cut it down, and it would grow 10 times worse after you would like mow it with a lawnmower or any of that shit, and it would grow fast.
So it sounds like we in the wrong business, my brother.
Yo, we gotta get some fucking goats,
Hell
bro,
yeah.
and get some contracts with the city.
It's
I'll be walking around here with motherfucking 20 goats like this and shit.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, that's a different opportunity. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I'm gonna have to hit up the people who do the goat eating and have them on the podcast, cause I wanna learn some more about that shit.
yeah. It's I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely a different way of hustling.
Yeah,
Like,
they doing it.
When
They
I tell
killing it.
people it's different ways of hustling, like that's
Yeah,
definitely
people don't.
different ways of hustling. Like,
People don't understand. I know people who fucking hustle by fucking cutting trees down, and then fucking after they just cut the trees down and took them off the people's property, they're keeping the trees, and then fucking selling the trees to fucking people. Like, yo, what the fuck?
hustle.
And I was like, you could do that? And they're like, yup. The trees are our trees after we cut them down. If the customer doesn't want to keep them, we take them. And then they're like, certain trees, then we take them to these people and we can sell them. Like, yo, that's a hustle.
That's a hustle.
Pretty dope.
That's a hustle and a half. You basically
They got
just
some
got paid. You
dope-ass
got
shit,
double
though.
paid.
Yeah.
Because you just got paid to remove the tree, and now you taking it to another customer. You getting paid to replant it inside the
No,
inside the
not
yard.
replant, to make shit out of it.
Oh, to make sure.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah.
And then that person killing it. Like, killing it.
Yeah.
Real wood furniture. Take it to the Amish, they building shit with it too.
Yeah. So they making money off the wood, and not to say, who knows if they build shit. If they build shit, then they
Yeah.
making money off of the
Well,
shit that they built.
They use the wood to build their own shit in their house and shit. So they ain't gotta spend money.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, my
That shit
brother.
is so fire.
Self-made. That's what I'm.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm about, man. Like, I tell people all the time, like, if you can do shit yourself, like, there's nothing wrong with venturing off, sometimes to just to, see where your creativity is at, like, if you don't venture off, you would never know what the fuck else you good at. You know what I mean? If I'm just gonna sit here and say, I do music, then
And
I'll
clothing.
never, and clothing. But if I just sit here and say that, then I mean, shit, I'd be lying. I also work on, try to do shit around houses, like
Yes.
home improvement shit. I mean, I also do that little dumb shit. It's auto mechanics. I also try to get into things like that. Like, it's different things, it's different trades that you can basically evolve yourself in to create a hustle. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I tell people, I don't know how in the hell you can really be fucked up with so many hustles around you. Like, it's so many
Laziness,
things to do.
bro.
I could go out here and go
Stop
buy a
being
fucking
lazy.
pack of candy bar and sell somebody a candy bar for $2 and tell them, like, and fucking make a double off of that and
Yeah.
go do it again.
Yep.
And then go buy something else to fucking make that, to flip that to more, the more bread. Like, at the end of the day,
Yo,
like,
the internet be showing people this. The internet be showing people this. There's a kid who be taking $1 or a penny and turning that shit into fucking a PS5, a car, he turned it into a house. I was like, how the fuck? But I get it's YouTube and they could have but you can't fucking do
it's the art of, I ain't gonna say of imagination, because all that shit is possible. But that's the art of hustle. For real, it's the art of hustle. What are you gonna do? Like, once you get that, I can give you, let's say I give you $100,000. This you saying?
Shit.
You saying that's that's what you've been wanting all your life. You want this $100,000. But what are you going to do Seriously, you could say you gonna do. I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna buy, a car and put the rest in the bank. But what are you really going to do with that $100,000 once I give it to you?
What am I gonna do?
Like, what would you do with that shit?
Yo, to be straight up honest, man, I'm paying off. Yo, people would be like, no, he not. I'm paying off my fucking debts right away so I can fucking travel the fucking world.
Nah, nice.
Like, I'm not, like, I traveled before, the world before, and now I'm stuck, and I feel like I'm stuck in a fucking bubble, and I can't get out. Like, I could travel the U.S., but I want to travel the fucking world. I want to see fucking mosques and fucking temples and fucking shit like that. I want to visit different churches and shit. That's what the fuck I would do. Like, and put it towards my businesses. Because I already have businesses going. But if I was broke as fuck and had shit, a broke person would say, like you said, they're gonna do something, and then they go and spend it on the club and the fucking clothes and bitches and dudes and fuck it all up.
That's what 90% of your people do. 90% of people, what they do is they go get they get the bread, and then they say they gonna invest it. They say they're gonna do this. I'm gonna buy my mother a house. I'm gonna do this, do that, and the third. And then once they actually get the bread, poof, it's gone. I mean, because they fucking go party it up, with females, or they go party it up, with their mans, or go buy new clothes and shit like that.
Going to the strip club.
If
Bought
you
a new chain.
Yep.
Took half
but
of it.
At the end of the day, if you could take that same 100,000, live just like you was yesterday when you was broke as fuck, and actually invest, that 100,000 and give it some time. People was afraid to have money and be broke, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
You can have all the money in the world, you know what I mean, and be broke and fucking actually. And basically, like, how could you put it? And basically, people could be broke, but basically look
like they're not.
Yeah, basically something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
they put
weird,
on the front.
But long story short,
They put on the front.
Yeah, but long story short, here's another example of what I was about to say. Like, if you look at somebody like. If you look at somebody like Tyler, the Creator, look at like the clothes he wear. A lot of his clothes ain't Versace. A lot of his clothes ain't fucking.
That's just like J. Cole.
Yeah, things like Cole.
Logic.
But they got the money to get this shit.
Yeah.
But they don't. Why? Because they understand. They understand what it takes. You know what I mean? They understand. Yeah, I can't get this shit. But why would I pay $5,000 for a fucking hoodie? You know what I mean? For a hoodie that probably took about $50 to make, if that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then they think, not think. Then what they do, they invest that same $5,000 and probably into let's just say into a painting. That's in a few years is gonna fucking revenue up to a couple million.
Yeah, they're fucking so smart with that shit.
But that's what I say. Like,
I was watching some shit that was talking about like investing in the art and shit. Shit's fire.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like our people, as far as like our minorities, like we don't understand the art of investment yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't really understand that.
Invest in yourself and invest in fucking some shit.
Man, you got to.
But also just don't invest.
All investments ain't good. Yeah, all investments ain't good investments.
Just don't throw your money into anything.
Me personally, it sounds crazy as hell, but I always said, if I ever got that kind of money, my first investment would be a funeral home.
That's a money maker. People always gonna die. Or cemetery.
Yeah, people always gonna die.
You got a plot of land, turn it into a cemetery.
But you invest that way. You don't have to. I ain't gonna say you don't have to deal with the rest, but you the background. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just the money man. You sit back, you wait on your checks, or any problems come up. You handle your biz. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm not about to open. I'm not about to be dumb and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna open up my own funeral home. Why the fuck would I do that?
No, yeah.
I got the money. I can just invest in this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you gotta understand, and you gotta understand what you're doing.
Yo, that's crazy that you said a funeral home. Because my thing was, yo, whenever I get that money, yo, I'm buying me a plot of land and fucking making me buying 2 plots. One plot's gonna be for animals, and one plot's gonna be for humans.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be split with the gate, and you can be lay right next to your fucking dog and shit.
No, what you do, you pitch that though. You pitch that to another cemetery and invest. And the investor side one is already going. That way, you ain't
but
trying
them
to.
shits be looking full, don't they? Yo, cemeteries be looking.
How many tombstones are there opposed to how many people die? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
what are you guys doing? Every 3 months, are you guys switching? Okay, your 3 months is gone.
No, because then they got the ones that are like on the ground,
Yeah.
and then they got a rock instead of a tombstone and all that.
Man,
And now they got like
Business.
they got tree ones now.
it's a business, bro. I used to actually work at a graveyard, bro.
Tree, yeah, you could be a tree.
Yeah, I'd rather be a tree.
Yo, I just watched the YouTube. I'm always on YouTube, so I just watched the video and they showed you like the cost of like being like you get cremated is definitely the cheapest way. Then you can be a tree. You could yo, there's mad shit. I'll send you that shit.
Yeah, me personally, I think I'd rather get cremated.
I think
Yeah,
I think I want to be put in a weed tree.
When you put a weed tree,
Yeah. Put me with some weed.
that'd be fire. That'd be fire.
Oh yeah. All right, my man. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Oh yeah, it's always a pleasure, my brother.
We're gonna get
Thank
up
you
soon.
for having me,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. This is a great wake and bake. This is our first wake and bake episode.
Yes, sir.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, definitely stay tuned. Definitely got some things going on. Stay tuned for that self-made family tie showcase May 19th. 43 Tupper. So definitely pull up. It's definitely gonna be a movie.
And where can they find you at?
They can find me on the gram, SMG_716, and music streaming on all platforms. Self-made gunner.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. And catch you on the next episode. Peace out.
Yes, sir.